What strategies dealing with fear of failure? My view when it comes to failure as a whole is you have two stages in life. You have A, which is learning, and B, which is winning in that respect. So I don't really see a world where if you fail, it's necessarily a bad thing. I think personally, it's all part of that, as I said earlier when I was talking about imposter syndrome, pushing yourself beyond what is possible at this current time. Because if you want to be the person who has the retainers, who runs the agency, who creates the content, who talks in front of people, who has the podcast, etc., you need to change your behavior. You need to be in the position where you actually do push potentially, and you do make, and you do fail. So I think you need to reframe what failure means. Everyone's first video is difficult. Everyone's first conversation when it comes to a podcast is challenging. Every first event sells 3 tickets, 4 tickets. I might find that with my first in-person event that I'm specifically launching. I'm going to push myself to still perform and still add value to those people who do choose to purchase the tickets. And if I sell 2 or 3, happy days, then I will, still show up and still do that event in that respect as well. Yeah, it's embarrassing. Yeah, it's difficult. But if you are the kind of person who does want to, for example, put on an event, then you need to put yourself in a position of uncomfortability to make the mistakes, to learn, so you can learn how to market an event better. And then you can see what you did wrong. And also it might just be you did it too early. You maybe didn't focus enough on the marketing. You maybe you didn't push hard enough with the marketing. Maybe you didn't do some Facebook ads or equivalent in that respect as well. So I think for me, just to recap, fear of failure. Failure is part of what you're doing with content. Failure is part of business. You're going to potentially get some stuff wrong. So I think you need to consider what that actually means for you, and are you okay to be in that uncomfortable position, or to potentially be a little bit embarrassed, to potentially be a little bit awkward, to potentially maybe look a little bit like you've got egg on your face, and then be in a position where actually, no, it's okay, because you're still alive. You're going to be good. You're going to be fine, and everyone's first video is difficult and is failure. And remember that it comes from that tribal place in our mind, right? Where if we had to speak in front of the group, or we had to do something that was out of a social norm, it could mean we got kicked out of the tribe. So this is something to consider. This is something to be aware of when we go and do something brand new or potentially are going to fail. And you should see it as a learning opportunity and a time to better yourself from a self-development point of view, rather than just thinking, oh my God, I've made a tit of myself, and oh my God, this is socially challenging. Oh my God, this is really difficult in that respect as well. So I hope this helped. Of September 2025 in Salisbury, so I'd love to have you. I'll leave links down in the description down below for those who may be interested in checking out the event a little bit more, and I'd love to hear what you think in the comment section down below. If you're new to the channel, why not be subscribed, and I'll see you very, very soon.